I know that you have that thing inside of you that you know deep down that you should be doing right now, but you're not doing it because you're scared, because you're uncertain, because you're afraid of what other people might think or what happens if you fail. I have that myself, and I've had that for the last couple of years of my life, but understanding how to think about fear and how to actually overcome fear changed my life completely. It took me from being a broke kid with my parents being miserable and feeling like a complete failure to living a life of complete freedom, building confidence, building skills to make multiple six figures per year and actually get freedom for myself. So in this video, I want to break down like the simplest, no BS way why you overcoming your fear and taking action in spite being scared is going to completely change your life, and why it's the fastest way to literally overnight see quick change in your life in terms of confidence, in terms of how much money you make, in terms of really everything. Because this stuff turned my entire life around. And the sad thing is that you're watching this right now, you're probably in a pattern where you have these things, you have these goals, these things that you want to achieve, that you're capable of achieving. But every single time when it comes time to actually draw a line in the sand, step up and take action to achieve the things that you're capable of achieving, you come up with all of these reasons for why you're not going to do it, you know? The opportunity goes away, something shifts in the economy, you have something personal going on in your life. If these things sound familiar and if you're constantly using these things as reasons to not take action, that needs to change, okay? I used to be the type of person who, I saw a bunch of opportunities when I was 17, 18, 19. I saw a bunch of opportunities in front of me, but I always came up with reasons for why I was not gonna do them, you know? There was a mentorship that came out that I was supposed to invest in to get close to my goals and learn from someone who's further ahead. I came up with a reason for why I wasn't going to do it, because it was too expensive. I would want to invest my money into stocks instead, which is stupid. And I had some personal life stuff come up, which I use as a reason not to pursue my goals and take action on my business goals. And the thing is, when you do these things, when you use these different excuses for why you're not pursuing your goals, in that moment of doing it, it feels good. And this is by far the biggest reason why you're stuck right now, why you're not making the money and living the life that you want. It's because when you're about to take action on actually achieving the things you want for yourself, you come up with these different excuses. And then when you end up holding off, you pull back and don't take action on these things that you want for yourself because you're scared, because you're nervous, because your personal life stuff, because all these different BS excuses, that's what it is. When you do that, you feel this kind of warm, fuzzy feeling, you know, you're about to invest a lot of money into learning a new skill, you're about to take the risk of starting a new business or moving out of your parents' house or having that hard conversation with your parents that you don't want to go into, like university that I had, or you like leaving your 9 to 5, talking to your boss, like all these uncomfortable like conversations or uncomfortable decisions that you would have to make if you were to take action on your goal, you avoid them. And that feels good in the moment, you know. You feel comfortable, you're like, shit, this felt good, I didn't have to do this hard, uncomfortable, scary thing. Now I can just like chill, it feels good. You have this like warm, it feels good, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you, like I felt that multiple times as well in my life. But the truth is that that's gonna eat away on your soul. Like you're gonna keep making decisions that way until you get to a certain point where you literally feel like complete shit internally because you have all of this unrealized potential that you never actually tap into, because every single time there was uncomfortable decision to be made to actually get close to where you want to go, you stuck to what you're comfortable with. You let that fear of the unknown, the fear of potentially failing, hold you back from ever reaching your true potential. And then the question becomes, like, at the end of your life, when you're 60, 70, 80, 100 years old, do you want to look back at your own life knowing that every single time you had these transformational decisions to be made, these risks to be taken to create an exciting story and achieve the life that you wanted for yourself? Every single time you had that in front of you, you held back. Other people around you went out, achieved their goals, made a lot of money at a young age, got freedom, and lived to their true potential. But you didn't, because you couldn't get yourself out of your fucking comfort zone. That's the definition of a sad existence, just like in my honest opinion. I'm doing literally everything I can in my entire life to avoid that. Taking the risks, taking the harder path, doing uncomfortable stuff, and just picking the riskier option in all decisions to be made. Because at the end of the day, when you look back at your own life, you're not going to look back and like, yeah, I wish I would have taken less risks. Because you taking more risks is just going to give you a better story. Worst case that could happen if you take the riskier option in whatever decision that you're in right now is that you just get back to the exact same position that you're in right now, but with a more interesting story and with more experience as well. The best case scenario is that your entire life changes. So realize this and understand that you need to start operating from a place of acting in spite of feeling scared. When I was 19 years old, I left my hometown in Sweden. I moved halfway across the world to Medellin, Colombia, to a place I've never been before. I barely knew anyone. My family told me it was stupid. There was a lot of uncertainty. I moved there, I figured shit out. I started making 10K a month online. I got a lot of new connections. My life changed completely. That would never have been possible if I sat in my parents' house and was like, I wonder if this doesn't work out. Oh, they changed some law, or I need a visa or whatever, so I'm not gonna do it. Or my grandpa died a couple of days before I was supposed to go there. And like if I use that as a reason not to go, then I would still be stuck. So that's always the decision that you have to make is, are you going to use the circumstances, the excuses, the stuff that's going on as a reason for you to not take action on your goals and not go after what you want in your life? Or are you going to do it despite? Are you going to despite how you feel, despite all the things that go on in your life? Because the truth is, and this, no matter how you feel, no matter what your emotions tell you, the people that goes out and achieve everything they set out to achieve, people that you see online are making all this money and living these crazy lifestyles and having the things that you want, are the people who did it, are the people that took the risk despite how they felt. So the question I want to ask you at the end of this video is, who do you want to be? Do you want to keep making decisions from a place of fear, nerves, and your comfort zone and keep letting that hold you back? Or do you want to start operating from a place of, despite feeling scared, despite feeling nervous, you're still going to hold your promises to yourself. You're still going to stick to your word and actually do what you say you're going to do to achieve the reality that you're capable of. I'm rooting for you. If you want help to learn from me how to actually start making money online and actually learn the most fundamental skill in business, which is sales, and doing that in a remote way so you can actually start getting freedom, traveling, and things like that, you can apply for one-on-one coaching from me down below. That's only for those of you guys who are actually willing to work hard and willing to take action, though. If you're not willing to take action, you're just in a state of pushing stuff off and you haven't actually gone to that point yet, don't apply for that. If you're willing to work hard, I can help you out. Apply down below and I'll help you. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next video.